You're gonna hand that to me? Like, why do you keep holding it?
Oh, I thought you said you wanted me.
I said you might want to like, talk to people if they got in here.
Hello, no one so far. Person watching afterward. This is Max's first time playing through, the second time streaming it.
Yeah.
We are in Central Yarnum, and,
This is not the character I spent an hour making last time.
but this character, which they played on before, got just as far, apparently.
Literally exactly the same amount. Just want to see his face.
Must have- Not as cute as the other one.
Not as cute as the girl?
I don't know.
No, he's cuter. Stop it.
You think so?
Yeah, he's way cuter.
Hello.
I just like him. I just like him better. I don't like playing as girls.
Alright. Yeah, what is this character's name?
Otto.
Otto.
This is Otto. He's my boy.
Alright.
God, I wish Bracola would just leave my island. I'm tired of looking at his face. Okay.
Okay. You done with that?
Alright, now I'm gonna play Bloodborne.
Alright.
Okay.
So you've unlocked the shortcut. You have all the same shit anyways. So
Yeah, I have literally everything is the same as the character I made last time, except for, everything is the
Well,
same.
you have more blood vials.
I have more blood vials that I haven't accidentally used yet. I just like his... I made a backstory for him, and I'm just a little attached to him.
A little more attached to Otto.
So I know this area like the back of my hand because when this game first came out, Sean helped me, he helped me get to the Cleric Beast. So I've done this a lot. I've gotten to the Cleric Beast a lot of times.
You've done it a lot, meaning I think you fought the Cleric Beast like a half dozen times.
Which is a lot for me. I mean, it was quite a few hours. I think I played it for like 10 hours trying to beat the Cleric Beast, and then I was like, that's enough. I've also fought this guy over here. I forgot there's two of them though.
The way to do these guys is to use your gun, which
I know that. I know how to do it because I've done this before.
You have a pistol on this one, unlike your other.
Yeah, because you didn't lie to me when I did this one.
I wasn't lying.
You did. You weren't like, oh, well, blunderbuss sounds silly, so you should use that.
Well, you can use the blunderbuss to get a visceral too. It's just the pistol's a little better for you.
Is it even equipped? How do you use it?
It's L2.
Okay.
L trigger.
Why didn't it work? And
Oh, you don't have it equipped? Okay. Press option or start or whatever.
that's what I literally just was doing.
So it is. So you just don't have it on. You must. So back out of there. You do have it on. Back out. You just need to press over on the D-pad to equip it. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I think you must just hit over.
It's a big iron on my hip.
Okay.
Okay.
His hip there.
So I just need to get I just want the one guy to come get me. I can't remember how to. I want to try doing this just because I did get a visceral attack on this guy one time, and I'm like, if I can do it once, I can do it again.
Yeah, that's where you gotta start somewhere.
Okie dokie.
This is like your undead bird for me because this is the one that gave me the equipment.
Well, that did not work. Okay. Wait, I think I'm pushing the wrong button to shoot him.
L2. L trigger. Well, you're close.
I swear I pushed that button.
This is the thing, because for me, even though Bloodborne was hard for me, I had still gone through, the Souls games, Dark Souls before. So this was never like my undead bird. I was never just learning how these games work, because they all share similarities once you get used to them. Even though Bloodborne is really
and I just don't play this kind of game in general.
Yeah, you don't play a whole lot of like action games.
I play games for the storyline mostly. Let me go straight over here. There's literally no reason why I'm doing this right now except for that I just want to prove that I can do it.
You got it this time.
Come on, dude.
And you can do it from range. That's one of the nice things is you don't have to wait till they right up on you.
I know. I was just pushing the wrong shoot 'em up button.
But yeah, if you do hit them from range, you may have to walk forward a step.
You got it. All right.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh my god, I did it! That's awesome! I'm so proud of myself.
Yeah.
Alright. Oh, shit.
These guys are... There you go. Well...
Oh, I got him!
Yeah, you killed him.
Alright.
You got a little health back by swinging. Because even when they die, if you hit their, like, corpse when they're falling down, you'll get a little health back.
Okay. Alright. Should I try the other guy?
Yeah, go for it.
Might as well. Stop following me around, buddy.
I love Ragdoll.
Come on, buddy. Oh my god. Dude, you didn't have to do me like that. Hey, you're swinging around your friend there. Oh, wait.
So you just didn't hit the window
Yeah,
on the
I feel...
guess.
Okay. Well, now I'm dust.
I couldn't tell on that one. I felt like you were in the right range. Maybe you didn't need to get a little closer, but...
Yeah, I'm not sure what I did that time. Because I did get him down.
Yeah. Yeah, you can get him down, but if you're not in the right position, it won't activate. And also just... Not really a spoiler or anything, but for some reason, in, like, Souls and Bloodborne, and maybe Sekiro, but, like, any of these sort of like, parry attacks, they don't work on stairs.
That's stupid. Why?
If you're on the elevation above someone, if you're at a different plane, it won't
So does
activate.
this guy not drop anything if I've already grabbed the shit?
No, they'll keep dropping stuff. They just don't always drop stuff. Although in this area, like there's guys over there, that old guy, they'll always drop bullets.
Oh yeah, I've definitely farmed bullets from that guy before.
Yeah, it's a good farming spot.
You know what's happening is I keep pushing the left bumper.
Yeah. Which just transforms you.
I'm pretty sure this boy won't follow me that far.
I think he will. Oh, no.
Told you. I've totally cheesed this guy before, that's how I know.
Yeah, I spent a lot of time here.
Whoa! Come on, man, I shot you. Just, how rude of you to just not die.
The other thing that I think will be an adjustment for you, just based off of the games you play, is like dashing around while you fight.
Yeah, I never actually...
see an attack, you press circle, so you dodge through the attack.
I never actually dodge in anything. In Breath of the Wild, I could dodge, like I have the ability to, but even when you watch me play that game, you're like, dodge! And I'm like, nah.
Yeah.
I don't have to.
I haven't played much Breath of the Wild, but that definitely activates some of the
Because Breath of the Wild is the Souls game of Zelda.
No. That's enough.
I only said that because you told me that it pisses off Souls fans.
Yeah, people don't like it's the Dark Souls of whatever.
But it is, though. Like, the second I saw, like, one of those gigantic moblins, I was like, holy cannoli, this is the Dark Souls of Zelda. Look me on the face!
Yeah, they have to be in their attack animation.
But it only has to be that one specific attack animation.
You can get those.
But I shot at him when he was, like, up. I'm pretty sure he was, like, trying to Hulk smash me.
Well, the thing they started playing with, well, they did a little bit of it in Dark Souls 2, but definitely Bloodborne, Dark Souls 3, water bottle fully. There's only so many verbs in these games. So
what did you just say about my water bottle?
Oh, just clanking around. Some water bottle fully.
What does that mean, water bottle?
You know, fully like sound effects.
Oh, that's my ASMR
Yeah.
to the fans.
You have a good amount of health back there. That's good. But yeah, in Bloodborne you start to see, and you see a lot of it in Dark Souls 3, is one of their tricks is just to give like odd tempos to attacks. Like they'll hold the attack just like crazy long, just to like psych you out.
Wow, I hate that.
It's because they're trying to find ways to keep, especially experienced players, like challenged.
Sir, I believe you're holding on to my blood echoes.
I can tell by your eyes.
I would appreciate if you would please give them back. Boom!
And you're invincible during that animation.
Yeah.
Oh, no!
No, are you kidding me? That was so good. I got 2 visceral attacks. Look at them, they're pummeling me.
They're mad. They're mad. They knew.
That's unfair.
They got lucky.
Unfair. Goodness gracious.
So if you can't tell, this is a very chill stream. Just having fun. You know, I've obviously played through Bloodborne a whole bunch, but it's fun. All Souls people love watching someone play for the first time, and Max here, they said, hey, I'll play Bloodborne, and I said, sure, let's stream it.
I told Sean that he needs more content, so this is,
yeah.
I was just like, hey, let's try this.
It's more fun than me doing Bloodborne, because, you know, unless I was doing like a challenge run, then it's not fun, because, like, I'm okay at the game, but it's not like I've done most of a BL4, and I have that up on the channel, but it's not something you'd want to watch streamed, because, boy, I spent like 6 months on one boss, so I'm okay at the game, but, you know, could be fun, but I think the best part I can contribute is just all the crap I have in my head about the game, which I can share while you're playing.
Alright, so I just posted the link to this live on Facebook, so that's going to be me coming out as non-binary for a lot of my family members.
So it brings you to an interesting place. Bloodborne doesn't care what your gender is, it'll kill you regardless.
That's what I like about it. It's one of its redeeming qualities.
Yeah, Souls games do not care about you very much. They're not too worried about it, yeah. And you know that guy you're flipping out over near the gate? That guy's just one of these guys.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. He's just imposing his gun on the door. No.
Got it.
Cool.
All right.
Yeah, you got this one now.
I guess so. Now I just have to be able to do this on the Cleric Beast.
Well, yeah. Cleric Beast is weird because you can't really, like... This would be like Father Gascoigne you could do this to. The Cleric Beast, you have to, like, damage its face. So it's a little bit different.
Am I wrong? Am I incorrect in remembering that these guys will stay dead? I feel like somebody you said... I'm just pushing them around right now.
These guys will come back every time you go to a lantern.
Is there anybody in this game who will stay dead once you've killed them?
Bosses, hunters.
Okay, so like if I kill the Cleric Beast, who will stay dead?
Yeah, the bosses will stay dead.
Okay, well that's something. So is there a place, is there like a shortcut where I can like drop these guys off of? Because I think that would be really funny. I
mean, not nearby. I mean, you could get them down the elevators, maybe. If you want to take them all the way that way. Actually, you can't take the elevator yet until you...
Okay, well, that would be a waste of time at this point, so maybe I'll just try going.
Yeah, because I don't think you have the elevator unlocked. I don't know for sure.
You know what? Let's check. Why not?
But, yeah.
Because this is my... I haven't played this guy in months. And by months, I mean probably like years.
By months? Yeah, it's one of those things. It's like that adult thing. Like, I just talked to you about that yesterday. You're like, that was a week ago.
Yeah. I just did the cat litter the other day. That was like 5 months ago when quarantine started.
I hope not. Oh, he's a very willing... No, it's locked, but very willing participant.
No, yeah, this guy wanted me to drag him
So all
around.
you gotta do is get back here without dying, unlock the elevator, and then just give him a ride.
That's my biggest goal, honestly, at this point. So wait, do I have to go... which direction to unlock the elevator?
You gotta go back through that place where there was those big guys you were scared of, the Muppets.
The Muppets! No, I hate the Muppets.
Yeah, the Muppets are those guys that are in like the dry dock area. For those who didn't see the first stream, that's the name given to them.
Hunter.
Or you could go for Cleric Beast.
Or am I mother?
If you want to go that route.
You can do the Cleric Beast.
You could go to the Cleric Beast right now by going up the stairs.
I know how to get to the Cleric Beast. I'm very familiar with this route.
Yeah, if you, I mean, it's up to you.
In fact, I know there's a guy over here somewhere.
Okay. There's a few of them. They're just taking a nap.
Cool.
You woke me up. They're all just stuck in together. Vibing.
Just vibing.
Bloodborne is a very 2020 game. Quarantine.
I mean, this is what's gonna happen to us. This is our October thing.
Yeah. This
Really,
is
I should knock on wood because I'm scared now. Ooh, what are these?
I will not knock on the flimsy microphone stand, but
I'm gonna knock on the flimsy microphone stand every time I say something weird. Okay. So, can I lure this guy out without aggroing these crows?
I mean, if you really don't want to fight, you don't really need to fight them.
I don't like not fighting people. It just bothers me.
You can't go toe-to-toe with Big Boy. Well, unless you dance around a whole lot.
What do you mean you can't go toe-to-toe with Big Boy?
Well, you can't stand there and try to out-DPS him right now.
But that's what I excel at, standing there and trying to out-DPS people.
If you can get through Bloodborne with that strategy, then...
Maybe that'll be my goal. I'm so sorry. What's his name, Geralt?
Gilbert.
Gilbert, I'm sorry, I'm always shooting you.
Geralt
I feel like I should apologize. Geralt, I'm so sorry I almost shot you.
Across the valley to the east of the deep within light I haven't had that yet.
Can you imagine?
What's eating you, Geralt? That guy had done so many times.
I'm
He's
not
one of those
gonna
people.
bother with those guys now. Just, I know that I can do it. I proved it to myself, and I don't need to worry about it again. Until it's time to put them in the elevator.
Yeah. Yeah, it's worth farming this guy just because he gives you, what, like 3 bullets every time?
I really, like, struggle with just, like, leaving enemies. If they're there, I feel like I should fight them.
Yeah. So the Healing Church are bastards.
Sean, I'm trying to read.
Read it out loud for the class.
When the hunt began, the Healing Church left us, blocking the great bridge to the Cathedral Ward as Old Yarnum burned to the ground that moonlit night. Alright, so right now we're in Old Yarnum, and if I cross the bridge, am I going to be in New Yarnum?
Right now you're in Central Yarnum.
Oh.
Across the bridge is the Cathedral Ward. So they're giving you like a little preview. Old Yarnum.
The Cathedral Ward blocked off the shit, though, right? Like, that's what I just read.
So the church kind of sealed them off from all the shit. So like, bye Felicia. Close their gates. They're protected.
Yeah, I don't know if they were, though.
I mean, maybe at one point, but, you know. You've seen enough of Bloodborne, and you know the game's enough to know.
They got Mask of the Red Death.
Yeah, no one's doing well.
Stop being dramatic. Shoot.
Oh, you still got it. That's impressive. I could not see what was happening.
I shot him more than one time.
Oh.
I just kept going. I'm farming bullets. No, I have to. I have to kill the crows. I had a bunch of health. Why did I heal? Is this guy alive or is he being puppeted by crows?
He gets taken over by crows. Starts dancing around. Fight me.
Alright. Did I even get it? Okay.
Yeah. You got a couple of blood vials.
Here we go. Oh wait, did I beat the Cleric Beast?
No. Cleric Beast time.
Isn't there supposed to be a fog wall here?
Not the first time.
Oh, for real?
Bloodborne doesn't put fog walls up the first time.
Oh, okay, alright.
Yeah. I'm excited.
Are you sure about that? Oh, here he comes. Okay. Oh my god.
The camera.
For real?
So this is like a bridge based off. I was actually lucky enough to have been to this bridge.
Oh, for real? You have?
Yeah.
I was gonna say, I know you've been to Prague. So when you went to Prague, though, this hasn't come out yet.
No.
But that's pretty badass.
Yeah, that was cool that I...
So did you go to it because it was architecturally so significant? Like, because I know you were in architecture school when you went to Prague.
Yeah, we went... It's a famous bridge. Can't remember its name, of course. But, yeah, it's also just a really good bridge.
It is, like, you have to cross on it to get to places.
Yeah, just, you know, one of those, like, famous bridges in a city. Like, you know, Paris has the one with all the locks, and, like, it has a lot of touristy things.
Okay.
It's got a really... My main memory of it is that we went in this, like, building, because the professor knew someone. We looked around this building that was just right across the bridge. And on the other side of the bridge is just that really
Hello,
cute,
good
like,
hunter.
really colorful architecture.
I
Each
am a
building's in
doll.
different pastel.
That's
Here
fun.
in this dream to
Really
look
nice.
after honorable hunter, and I will channel them
Did I
into
just
your
unlock
strength.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You will hunt
You
beasts,
got insight
and add to
from
embolden
fighting
your
the Cleric
sickly
Beast. The
spirit.
first time you see a boss, you get insight. And need
Did you
insight
speak with
to see the
Gehrman?
doll.
He is obscure, unseen in the dreaming. Still, he stays here, in this dream.
Hello, Martin. Yeah.
The little ones.
Yeah.
They find hunters like
Round
yourself.
one against
Speak
the Cleric
words they
Beast.
do not.
It was pretty short.
It was very short, but
you
we
were
were
learning
talking.
how to roll.
We were talking about Prague, to be fair, so I was a little distracted. That's my excuse.
The
Yeah, I
little
was talking
ones.
about the bridge.
Why did I sit
Inhabitants of
down?
the dream.
The 6
They
axis.
find hunters like yourself, worship and serve them.
Just taking a rest.
She's like, cool,
Speak
cool.
words they do not,
No big deal, just sit down.
but still, aren't they sweet?
She sounds like Leliana from.
She's
Farewell,
somewhere.
good
But
hunter.
She's also the maiden in black.
May
in
you
Demon
find
Souls.
your worth in the waking
We'll have
world.
to Google it quick. Okay,
I'm gonna do a Google.
what's this girl's name?
Begins with an E. This is much second time. Ivana? Evelyn? Something like that.
Iveta?
Iveta, yeah. But she will actually gesture back at you too if you do show a gesture. Speaking of like sitting down, if you like, she'll like clap and stuff. She'll react to certain gestures that you do. I don't know who plays Liliana, so
No, she's
I would
just
think
in-
would not think it's the same person, but
She does do Lady Maria, though.
yep. Well, you know, lore.
Oh, shit. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. I'm sorry that I shot
Welcome
you.
home, good hunter.
She don't
What
care
is it
that
you
much.
desire?
Should I channel Blood Echoes?
You don't have any.
Oh,
Very
you said I
well,
got
let
some.
me stand
I mean,
close.
you had some, but then you died, so they're with the Cleric Beast right now. You could
Farewell,
pop a
good
few
hunter.
consumables if you have them.
May you find you.
Oh, a gift? Thanks.
Yeah, so that's how you can do like co-op.
Alright. Let's get back at it.
But that was good, dodging around and stuff. You know?
The one thing I remember about the Cleric Beast is that you have to get behind him.
Yeah, Cleric Beast is very much a stab the butt situation.
The problem I run into when I dodge is that then I'm just rolling around in circles. Like, I never get to the point where I feel comfortable attacking.
You're not attacking and dodging. You're either attacking or dodging.
Exactly.
Those are the two modes.
Yeah, exactly. Alright, I'm going to try your method and just, like, sprint past everybody.
Yeah.
I don't like it, though. I just let the record show that I am uncomfortable with this. See? I'm uncomfortable with this.
I'd be uncomfortable.
I don't like it. Yeah, this is how I run, y'all. This is why I don't.
But once you get to the gate, you're fine. Like, you won't take damage if someone catches up to you. Oh, you gotta press the button.
I'm trying to push the button. Okay.
It's an Xbox thing.
It is. I feel like I'm playing the Xbox. So here's the thing. I thought that I was pretty sure that the Cleric Beast had like a cutscene. Did I miss out on it?
No, there's no cutscene. Oh, they're gonna spoil it.
Yeah, that's super obnoxious when you have to just keep going back to the boss and there's a freaking damn it! I hate that he one-shots.
He hit you a few times, but it does do a lot of damage. You can only take a few hits.
Is this the guy who will hold you and crush you? Or am I thinking of Deathclaws in Fallout?
No, he'll do a hold and crush.
I hate that when you are super low on health and then they pick you up and they just start like crushing you. Because Deathclaws have a similar thing where you just can't like...
I'm not a big fan of grab attacks because they're boring.
Yeah, you're just sitting there watching yourself die. Like, it's as far as a video game mechanic, like, I don't understand the purpose of it except to torture you.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It may look cool, but it's taking you out of the game and out of the action. And it's just like... That was a good run.
Was it?
I mean, you didn't take any damage.
That's true. Take our victories where we can, I suppose. See? Oh my god, I hate this. I'm so sorry for yelling in people's ears, but
You only took like half health, so...
It's still so frustrating, though.
It's true. So the Cleric Beast has 2 points. One on its head and one on its stomach. The one on its head is only really useful if you're going to shoot at it. But
should I shoot at it?
You can break its head, but use the pistol at range to do it, and you might be able to get a disco. See, it's the camera.
The camera does suck, and I almost wish that it would automatically move, except for that. I'm getting down my stuff down.
They need to get better at pulling the camera. Oh, you still have health. Oh.
Damn it!
You survived a surprisingly long time with little health.
Well, I kept trying to push the heal button. Do I not have healing?
No, triangle.
I was pushing that. I'm not an idiot.
Well, it does buffer commands. So if you're spamming on the controller, it's going to play through. It does buffer like the next attack or so. Such a good song, though.
It is a good song. I'll give it that. My favorite song, though, is the title screen. Honestly, I wish they played the title screen, like, as ambient music, yeah, because I love that song.
Well, you gotta go to Sekiro for ambient. I wonder if Elden Ring... I'm starting the Elden Ring discussion on the stream. I haven't mentioned it yet. I wonder if Elden Ring will go ambient, or it'll be like Dark Souls. Because... think of an open world. Like Dark Souls is doing new territory for their style. But like Skyrim, I like the ambient
Skyrim
music.
has the best ambient.
Anyways, but when you're out in like an open world, I feel like I more so want like a little music. Like The quietness could also be cool, though. It really depends how it is.
But especially with a game like Dark Souls, and I because I'm a newbie, I apologize if I have unpopular opinions. I think I personally get bored just walking around doing the stuff. So I feel like if I had ambient music, that would be more enjoyable.
Well, I've heard that, like, I haven't gotten to do it myself, actually, but I hear, like, playing with headphones, there's, like, a lot of good noises in the world, but, like, we usually have a kind of chaotic environment, so you can't curse.
I also don't play Bloodborne when all the kids are...
Speaking of chaotic environments,
This is chaotic! What is happening?
never fight near the floodgates, it's so screwed. The floodgate's the worst for the camera.
It's literally the camera makes it so much harder to see
I
anything.
mean, Cleric Beast is one where I sometimes play unlocked, but, you know,
What does that mean?
like, I don't lock on to the Cleric Beast, I just move
Are
around.
you kidding me? You've been telling me this whole time. You have to learn to look. You have to learn to look. And I finally started doing it.
So, not a hard and fast rule, but when you're fighting like a human-sized dude, I find it harder to hit them if I'm not locked on. But for someone the size of the Cleric Beast, hitting them isn't so much of a problem. So, but their size makes the camera weird. So for some Bloodborne bosses, I will play unlocked, just for that reason.
I struggle with like remembering what the sprint button is too.
Just something to adjust to. I'm not super quick at picking up control schemes.
Do you remember the first time I ever played my first video game, which like was Skyrim?
Oh, you played the games back in the day, but Skyrim.
I played some games, but my first like gamer game was Skyrim, and my biggest hardest issue was getting lost on staircases.
Yeah, I can say whatever now, but I'm the same way as Martin. I mean, you saw me. I spent hours on the Cleric Beast.
Keep in mind, Martin, that I have already spent 10 hours fighting the Cleric Beast before.
But you did it once, like, years ago.
It was years ago, but it was 10 hours I'll never get back.
Oh, the Dark Souls story.
I think I need more wine. That's what I need.
You gotta be blood drunk or just regular. I would need to be drunk to be in Yarnum, period. Blood drunk,
Oh, yeah.
whatever drunk, like, there's no way I'm going through this place sober. Like, which, question mark, if, you know.
Remember your character you made when I made you role play Bloodborne with me?
He was drunk.
He was always drunk. Blood drunk and regular drunk.
Because that's what I think it takes for Yarnum.
Yeah. I really want to role play him again. This is making me want to do it. But you never write with me.
You gotta check out some of the Bloodborne like stuff that's written. There's people do really good stuff like that. I haven't checked it out. People I trust. So yes.
I want you to write with me because you're my friend.
Well, I don't know how much people do. They sure have.
I bet you $1 million people will.
Oh, I'm sure.
Jesus.
You're tenacious. You stay right in there. I'm probably too cautious as my general reflex. And I back right the fuck out if my health is low. It's not,
Where do you back out? He jumps up and follows you everywhere.
I just start rolling backwards. I've lost track. Oh, you know, the people go back and forth on the blood vial thing and how it's a consumable, but I really don't like it because that is being a finite item. Because, I mean, you take this example of someone playing for the first time. You have 6 blood vials left. You're gonna run out eventually.
Yeah, and then you have to go farming.
Yeah, and I don't think that plays well to these games. Because you're like, when are you going to run out? When you're running against a wall, like Gascoigne, Cleric Beast, any of the other bosses. And, like, that's just the worst time because you just want to get back in and have that iterative experience to just build. And that's not, like, Estus. I know the reasoning why, because it's thematic to collect blood, but, like, I don't know, lore reasons, just come up with it. Like, I just think Estus is a superior system.
So, I didn't play much Dark Souls, but, I don't remember Estus being much better.
Estus and
because
Dark
you
Souls
have to sit at a campfire for it, right?
But every time you get 5 or 10 back. Every time. And the thing is Estus heals you more.
Don't you dare kill me! I came to kill you!
Estus heals you a lot more than a blood vial. The one thing Bloodborne does to help is it gives you, like, 20 blood vials, if you have them. And it lets you rally to get health back while you fight. But,
oh, both these guys drop stuff. So
yeah, they're really good to farm for blood vials.
That's good. That's good, because now I'm back up to 10.
Yeah, you can farm these guys to get stuff, but then if you shoot your bullets, you'll run out of bullets.
But then I can go farm the wheelchair guy.
Yeah, that's true. It's just one of those things where, like, especially like Gascoigne, where I was using bullets, I was healing.
Well, I wonder if that's why they put these people here. Because
oh yeah.
Specifically, those guys give you blood vials, and this guy over here gives you bullets.
Yeah, that is probably the reason, and it makes sense. I just don't like farming.
No, it's not the best.
Some people like it more than I do. I'm not a fan.
For some reason, I keep thinking the item is a blood vial or something.
Oh, the message?
Yeah.
I can see that. I mean, it's glowing.
Did these guys give you anything?
They might, but not as definitely. They may get a blood vial. But it's a trade-off of if it's worth the time and the potential.
Nothing.
And you know what you can do too? If you farm the trolls, you can go back to the Hunter's Dream and then buy blood vials with the experience. With, you know, the echoes.
Oh, true. You know, I always forget that, like, if I want to keep my echoes, I can always just, like, go back.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Pretty good idea.
I hate this. It's such a narrow bridge.
Yeah.
It's so scary.
And it's just awkward. Like, if you're playing Unlocked, I think it feels better. And it looks like you're a little more comfortable, but it's awkward as hell.
It's very awkward.
You're like, where am I? Okay, I'm gonna run around the butt now.
And I'm just really hoping to heavens that I'm actually avoiding him and not running straight into this bushes. Oh, come on, man. I don't like this angle at all. That was terrible. Okay. Oh, I'm still alive for some reason. So we're just gonna... Oh my god, I was so wrong. Ah!
Smack.
If you get too far away, then he'll
Could be a little.
fly.
I think it benefits you to, like, if you get confused, just back at it. At least that's my strategy.
Oh my god, he still has so much health.
You can, like, break limbs and take, like,
My limbs?
you can break limbs on the Cleric Beast. Like, if you hit his arm enough, it'll break. And I think it does, like...
I've only ever hit his butt.
You may, like, you can shoot his face, and then you get to do, like, a visceral attack sometimes. You know what else you can do? Is you can buy Molotovs, and those do good damage. But there's a few things.
Yeah, if I ever got my blood echoes back.
Hmm?
Oh my god, I'm sorry, girl.
So many bullets in that wall.
I swear. I know, that would be funny if you could go, like, look at them. Oh, I'm gonna have to go kill these guys again. Oh shoot! I forgot about you.
Because you went in, you started to go in that house, and I think he saw you.
Oh, you didn't follow me last time, buddy.
Yeah, that could be tricky.
Take that. And that. Woo. Oh my god! Oh no!
Simultaneous death. I feel like you're having fun with it, though. At least right now. I know one of those things is it gets frustrating. Hey, it's Miyazaki. He came in to check out Bloodborne. His own creation. Get back to working
Why
on
am I
Elden Ring.
walking swiftly? Oh my god.
Walking swift.
I wasn't running. I was just like I was just taking a jaunty stroll.
A jaunt through London, as you do. Alright.
Here we go.
3 blood vials.
Oh my god, I forgot that's why I kill those guys.
I don't think you'll do.
Yeah, oh, you mean I'm just gonna die? Yeah, I think you're right.
This is popping victory.
I hate that.
Background.
Yeah.
Well, if you're below half health, it's an instant kill, which sucks.
Yeah, exactly. What's the point?
Point is to make you mad. And because of the camera issues, it's much harder to see the grab because you have a hard time seeing anything.
Alright, I have to kill those boys. Those big boys. I like big boys.
I like to think they have a grudging respect for you at this point.
Like the orcs in Shadow Mortar. Oh, nuts!
Nemesis. What are you?
Yikes.
You love taking a break.
Yeah, that's my kink.
That's what Bloodborne's here for. Get bricked in the face by a troll, get stepped on by Lady Maria. Brings out openings.
Now all I need to do is murder some old rich men and then my kinks will be complete.
Drop all those echoes. It's nice once you get just like a couple. There you go.
Alright, so how do I level it? Because that would be fabulous.
By having blood echoes to spend with the doll. Oh wait, I'm gonna shoot you.
1,000 times! You know, I wish this gun went a little farther than that.
It does go farther than that.
No, like what I mean is, I wish I could shoot the guy 5 times and have him die.
Yeah, when Bloodborne was coming out, a lot of people were worried that having guns in the game would ruin it and turn it into some sort of shooter. And like, having played it, it's just funny because they don't work like guns. Like, the damage is not, proportionate to like a gun.
Mayhaps this disease, it causes gun resilience.
Food against guns.
Are these trolls a separate race, or are they mutated humans?
I think they're mutated humans with like just, they got some of the sickness. They're funky looking. Yharnam has a large population of big boys. They have a real big boy problem, and when the plague started.
I don't mind big boys as much as I mind long boys. Long boys are scary.
Those are two different routes. You can be a big boy or a long boy.
If you were a mutated human, would you rather be a big boy or a long boy?
Ooh. Hello. I want to be a long boy. I think the long boys are wearing those nice jackets. Like, they're classy for being essentially like weird werewolf people. These big boys, like, they want cuddles, which
I would be a big boy just because I...
Oh, you got the visceral and...
I got the visceral while I was knocked over as well, which was weird because I couldn't do anything with that. Anyways, I'd be a big boy because I love big boys. I love in Fallout. I love super mutants. Big boys are my jam. They are cute and cuddly.
I have to say though, so I mean, you haven't seen them a whole lot, but the long boys
are scary.
They have
full stop.
Kind of cute faces.
They're scary.
Like they're fuzzy.
Okay, fuzzy does not equal cute.
No, but there's something. If you see them, the ones holding the big iron rods, they got these little fuzz faces.
Do they look like dogs?
I mean, essentially.
Well, then I guess perhaps they are cute, but something about long boys scare me.
I mean, they're creepy looking because they got that Slender Man energy.
Right, exactly. Slender Man energy. That's what I'm looking for right there.
Yeah. I mean, if you're talking about like Ornstein and Snow, which you may not know who those
yeah, I have no
people
idea what you're talking about.
But, you know, I would much rather cuddle with Snow because he's got that... Ornstein, he's got that big spear. I just don't feel like he'd be any good at cuddling compared to Snow. Snow's a big boy. He's a real big boy.
Imagine, like, Fox from Fallout. He's a cuddly boy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, just the long boys, their fur, I feel like they need to be nicer to cuddle. These boys, they look greasy. And
greasy?
These big boys are greasy.
Where?
They just look greasy.
See if we can get a close-up shot. He looks like the Hulk.
Okay. I still think he's greasy. He's got that bandage. What's under that bandage? I mean, you know, to be fair, I think the long boys got bandages too. So.
Yeah, I think everybody in this... Look, he's trying to cuddle me and he's dead. He's still trying to cuddle me. I mean, come on.
True dedication. Cuddles from beyond the grave. If I have a premature expiration of cuddles from beyond the grave, it might be cold cuddles.
No, please don't. I don't like the sound of that.
Yes, Bloodborne is my favorite game of all time. So, I am biased in that sense. But, yes, certainly worth a try. And I'm excited for people who are getting PS5s so that they can get Bloodborne.
Oh my god, that was a one-shot.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Oh my god. I had full health, too. Near full health.
Michael, have you played the Dark Souls series and just not Bloodborne, or what's your experience with the Souls games otherwise? I don't know. That Cleric Beast attack is strong. You don't get that jump attack too much. I know. I'm going...
Oh my god, come on. This guy is so thirsty for me.
I'm going PS5, and then I've been working on building a PC sort of for my Xbox purposes, but it's basically where I'm at because Game Pass is a really good deal, and if I wasn't doing a PC, you know, I might go Series S on it, just because that price point.
I would try to convince you to get an Xbox, except for I just bought, like, my 5th Switch, so...
Yeah, we have a lot of Switches. Yeah, I think having played Dark Souls, I mean, Bloodborne does mix it up in some fun ways. Obviously, no shield. That's one reason why I think you would click a lot more with Dark Souls than you think, because you can use a shield. Whereas Bloodborne is so, like, you have to dodge.
I've never liked shields, though.
Yeah, that's what I think is going to be great about, Demon Souls coming there. Even if they change stuff, it's going to give tons of people have not played Demon Souls. I've only played it once because I don't own a PS3. I had to borrow it. So, I'm definitely looking forward to people getting to play Demon Souls. I wonder if you'd like Demon Souls. Because it's Dark Souls, but more of a Bloodborne energy. It's not Victorian, but it's much more Gothic.
I like Victorian. I like the plague thing. I like Victorian. Just the whole vibe of it. I just click with it more. What's a shining coin?
It's just like to put down. To like keep track of your time.
What are you doing, sir? You're drunk. Go home.
How are you not dead?
For real.
I thought you were dead.
For real.
But, yeah, I'm surprised that you wouldn't like a shield just because it, like, lets you block an attack and then hit back. Like, you don't need to roll as much.
I do love me a good parry in Breath of the Wild.
Yeah. And you can still parry. And you don't have limited parries by how many bullets you have.
The one good thing about Dark Souls is that I have a huge crush on Solaire. He's very sweet. 10 out of 10.
Solaire's a good boy. Don't play Dark Souls 3. I think they turn him into soup.
Soup?
It's a fan theory, but it's kind of a joke. But he's either like soup, maybe a sandworm. Either way, they do no justice to Solaire.
Why would they do that to my baby boy?
I don't know, but and then they, the theory that like he's Gwyn's firstborn. They basically undo that, but that's my headcanon. I don't care what Dark Souls 3 says. But yeah, what I like about Bloodborne largely is atmosphere and tone. I'm really into cosmic horror, and so like I'm down for all the stuff it throws out thematically.
This dude here is like super resilient right now for some reason. Like the other guy, I keep visceral attacking and then one shot after that. But this guy, he's not having it.
He's playing around with it.
He's not having it.
But I'm also not like a huge builds person. Like when I like a weapon in a game, I can play with that weapon for a long time. So Dark Souls has much better RPG mechanics. Like Bloodborne, in my opinion, stepping stone to Sekiro as far as getting rid of some of those RPG mechanics. And not that I would want the series to do that, but it seems like Bloodborne, they're a little vestigial because the stats are basically just to keep you from playing with every weapon. And they're not as meaningful as they are in Dark Souls.
This is what is infuriating. Is that I can come back just for them to kill me so fast.
Yeah.
And then I get sent back to the same place. Like, I feel like if I spawned right in front of him, it wouldn't bother me as much.
Yeah. You are very close, but there's also a, some people, like, my brother-in-law is playing through Dark Souls. He only ever plays for like a half an hour. He has no like ability to play Dark Souls for hours. It's just fatiguing for him.
I shot him again. This is fatiguing to me as well, but like having people watch me is powering me through. So thank you everybody who's watching right now.
Anything new about Elden Ring? If anything is known about Elden Ring, I know it. And that is to say, nothing significant. So, for Elden Ring, the Game Awards, I mean, even with someone like Omni, who's an insider, he's indicated he thinks the Game Awards would be the place for it. But there's no guarantee. There's nothing known for sure about it being at the Game Awards. But a lot of signs point towards the fact that they've been getting ready for something. Yeah. No, I can talk about Elden Ring a whole bunch, even though there's hardly anything to talk about, just because I'm very excited to learn more, and also just because I like George R. R. Martin, and I think, despite the fact that From make great worlds, but I do think there's an appeal to have someone like George R. R. Martin make the mythology, and then From can play around with that, because he's an amazing world builder. You've read Game of Thrones.
Well, yeah, I think that having that strategy will help get people like me and my friends who are huge BioWare fans probably be more apt to play it, because we love deep stories, lore. And I know that you are the lore hunter, so you love lore as well. Yeah. But, I like it to be in my face a little bit more.
So, I don't know if it'll be more in your face, because it's still going to be From doing the actual plot.
But how can it not be if it's George R. R. Martin, honestly?
But, so the thing is, so George R. R. Martin, he's making the mythology. Which, what I think is nice is because, I don't think From necessarily... I think their design is very much, they work on mechanics alongside story, and it's all sort of happening organically at the same time. Whereas George R. R. Martin, that was his thing. He made the mythology. We know it's going to be complete. It's going to be fleshed out. It's going to be thoughtful. And so I think, regardless of how much From likes to do their environmental storytelling and sort of obfuscate things, there's a more complete story behind it for people to find.
Right. So even if you're, if you're doing your due diligence,
you'll find.
Yeah.
The story's there, and I think it'll be great. From tell great stories. The actual contents of their stories are pretty good. What make their stories really good is the environmental storytelling, the presentation, the atmosphere. But yeah. Yeah,
exactly. I agree.
Yeah, and their whole thing this time is, they're going for a story and mechanics and world on a larger scale than what they've done before, and that's part of the open world. But part of that too, for me, sounds like, in Dark Souls, you hear about other lands. You have Vinheim, you have Astora, all those other places, and it's really cool to get these hints. Elden Ring is gonna it's more so be you go there a bit, and I don't think the world is gonna be massive, but it's gonna be much larger than any of their other games, and I think that's gonna lend towards. They've talked about more weapons, which means more item descriptions, so just more stuff to discover. And this is the first world since Dark Souls, since Dark Souls 1, really. Because Bloodborne, while it's a completely different world, it's a different story. So it doesn't have... you really... It's being weird.
He's not having it today. What is happening?
I think you're just not in the right position. It seems like it's What? Are you not doing a R1?
I mean, I killed him, so that's... Yeah. This is the button.
No, that's the wrong one.
Oh, well, at least I got
I
him.
thought you were doing strong attacks. Yeah, but... So this is the first thing since Dark Souls 1 where it's a game that's in a fantasy world with a whole bunch of stuff. And it's supposed to be this big, epic world. And I think that's going to be exciting because I'm ready to have a new world. Dark Souls 2 and 3, where they had to tie into the universe. And I think that sort of was at the cost of some of the world building for
me. Damn. These guys, I was doing so good against them, and then all of a sudden they decided no thanks.
Yeah, so what I think as far as the development of Elden Ring... Yeah, it's back and forth.
What's going on here?
So for the development of Elden Ring, so there's a few things at play, and this is my dorking out, spending just a lot of time looking at From is you'll notice since Dark Souls 3 was the last project where Miyazaki wasn't president during the whole life of the project. So since Miyazaki became president, the games have become much more spaced out. Because you have Sekiro, Deracine, now Elden Ring. They're spending more time in the cooker. From is known for churning out their games, but Miyazaki is not playing that good. And they're going for something bigger than they've ever done before. And in in my talks with Omni and just discussing is, you know, from everything he's heard, it's not in development hell. It's just a really big project. And with a lot of things this year, COVID has really messed that up. And I think this is speculation on my part. I think what From did is they haven't given a date because things did happen, but they've just been very conservative. They don't want to do, and this is speculation again, they don't want to do like a Cyberpunk. They don't want to delay it 4 times. They don't want to keep moving the goalpost. From is known for pretty much delivering when they say they're going to. So I think they saw the writing on the wall once things started happening, and they were already like a little bit behind their original schedule, and they're letting it ride. And the interesting thing for me is I like seeing the development, and so the one bummer is, you know, as someone who makes content and does stuff about the development, is we're missing some of it. If everything that I've heard plays out, they're pretty far along with the game. And I don't think it'll be, like a Q1 2021. But I still see summer as a possibility. It could be Q1, but I would be surprised. But yeah, so I think it's just a really big project, and they're taking their time under Miyazaki and Katakawa. They have a better budget, and they're taking their time, and they're not rushing it out, which I'm happy to have, but it is frustrating because communication is not their strong suit. So they could do a little better just to like tell people what's happening. But and it's all expectations because they used to just churn out, but now this time they're sort of, it feels more like other game companies where they'll just go silent for years. Yeah, my sort of dorky speculation on Elden Ring, as far as how I think it's going to play out, based off of the interviews that Miyazaki, he talked about how there'll be open world, but there'll still be some of the classic From Software Dark Souls level design. So I think you may like this. It's, I think, not like like an open world game where you can go around the world. There's sort of random encounters, but then you get to go into like dungeons essentially. And the dungeons are like a Dark Souls level with the shortcuts and all that. So I think that's a really intriguing combination. And from what I understand, like day-night cycle, it's going to get weirder at night. It's going to get scarier at night. So I think they're going to do some fun stuff with that open world. So
Scarier at night makes me nervous.
Especially because they like to get darker.
Yeah, that sounds scary. That sounds like a no thanks.
Well, yeah, we'll have to see. As far as your own interest, I'm like, oh man, I wonder if Elden Ring is the one that you'll like.
Elden Ring seems like half and half to me. Like half of it seems like, oh, that's finally one that I'm like interested in playing, and then some of it's like, oh, it seems too soulsy for me.
Yeah, I think that'll be an interesting thing, because with George R. R. Martin working with them, they're going to hit a much more mainstream audience who's going to be interested. Game of Thrones transcends video games and stuff.
And you know what? Game of Thrones actually also transcends like who you would think. Like it's not just a nerd game.
Yeah, it's bigger than like Skyrim.
It's pretty mainstream.
Like if you think of Skyrim as like one of the most popular games of the last decade, it's going to hit a much bigger audience, and I think it'll be interesting because I don't think From is going to make any concessions for making it easier for a wider audience. Like I just don't think that's how they operate. I don't think it's out of like a get good thing. I just think they want to make challenging games, and like that's what they want to do. So it'll be interesting because I've debated about that. Like, are they doing the George R. R. Martin thing as a marketing thing? I think the marketing, surely, once it gets going, is going to play into that hard. But I don't, I think From themselves, like, I sort of buy that Miyazaki just likes George R. R. Martin and thought, hey, this would be a cool collaboration, and it panned out. So, very excited about the world. So if you don't know, like, I'm blowing my money. I have a website already set up. I'll continue working on it, but I'm going to be like going hard on the Elden Ring lore and collecting community lore content and aggregating it on this website, eldenringlore.com. And it's going to be like wiki style where you can search by area and just get a wide range of interpretations, facts, just because I know everyone's going to go out there and they're going to go see what Vadi has to say. Probably 75% of people will pretty much have their Vadi interpretation, and that's how they see it. But I really want to make a place where you can collect all this cool stuff. I did that for Bloodborne. That's how I got started. Was thelorehunter.com. It collects Bloodborne lore. And there's a ton of cool stuff there that you're not going to find from Vadi, because there's someone who talks about the different types of dogs in Bloodborne and how the dogs track pretty closely with the type of hunting the different hunter groups do. Like, there's really cool details out there, and I can't wait to do that for Elden Ring, just because there's tons of these smart touches, intentional or not. I just love hearing people's thoughts. So.
You are right about that with Skyrim not needing a movie. What the fuck is happening? I didn't like playing video games until Skyrim, and the only reason I got into Skyrim was because I liked Game of Thrones, and that's how me and Sean really originally connected. Mm-hmm. Thank you. Thanks for hanging out.
Yeah, thanks for hanging out. This was always fun chatting about Souls.
I'm just trying to get my echoes back from this guy at this point, and like, for some reason these annoying little dudes are killing me.
Yeah, take care. Enjoy work, it seems. If that's a thing that you can do there. I can enjoy my job sometimes.
I don't know. I don't enjoy my job ever. Not one single time in my life.
I only had to pay like $100,000 to enjoy my job a little bit.
It's true. All right, so what I'm going to do right now, I have like over 1,000 blood echoes, so I'm going to go back.
Yeah. Yeah, because blood echoes are cheap. Up until, like, they get more expensive as you go through the game. But they're cheap right now. Sorry, I started dorking out about Elden Ring.
Super dorking out.
But this is the channel. This is where the dorks
You did not let up on that word vomit.
No, well,
That's what the boys are here for, though. So like, I'm sure they enjoyed it.
I know I've spent, for the amount that's known about Elden Ring, I've spent far too much time looking at that information.
Oh, I know. I know.
Hey, I'm excited. I think it's going to be great. Do I think it's going to break my top 3? My Dark Souls, Demon Souls, Bloodborne, trifecta? I don't know.
But that's what you say every time. You're like, I don't know if Bloodborne will be as good. And then you liked it more.
I still put Sekiro.
Welcome home, good hunter. What is...
That didn't break the Trinity. Dark Souls 2, Dark Souls 3. Get out of here. They're fine games.
Very well.
But I got my Holy Trinity.
Let me stand close.
We'll see. Okay. So, do you want to go ahead? Do you want any input?
Yes, I want input, please.
So,
don't let me get another blunderbuss. Blunderbass?
So you're not going to be able to level up much because it says you need 800 echoes right now to level up once.
What?
I kind of think you should just get blood vials.
Okay.
As lame as that might feel, I think it's going to go a lot farther for you right now.
I go to the little boys for blood vials?
Yeah, just because you're going to get one level, is that going to do a lot? I don't know, but I know that we both don't like farming. So you can get a few. I mean, is that worth it either? I mean, so if you hit down, it'll give you the max. If you go down past 1. So you can get 6.
I mean,
that's not great.
It's not the worst for this game.
Just because it's annoying to farm.
Yeah.
I think that's more worthwhile right now than getting a level. Just because it's annoying.
I always just buy some pebbles if I have extra. Although I haven't used them once. Although I should, though. Like, when I'm trying to get that big boy's attention, I should just chuck a pebble at his face.
Yeah, you haven't been down in the sewer area. That leads to the shortcut for Gascoigne. There is some, like, other clothes and stuff. The clothes you're wearing right now suck.
Oh.
So.
Fashion souls.
But there's also long boys.
I don't like long boys. Can you visceral attack long boys?
Yeah.
I don't like them.
They're scary, but you can visceral attack them. They're not quite as easy to hit as the trolls, but
I still have a hard time with the trolls.
I think you're pretty good against the big boys. You would need a little adjustment against the long boys, but... One moment. I'm gonna grab my phone.
Okie dokie. I can't fathom how you beat this game, honestly. I don't ever really see myself beating this game. Or, like, you know, reaching the ending of it.
I hope you do.
I just don't see myself getting that far. I don't think I have the skill or the patience. Although, if we keep doing streams, maybe I will, because I feel like I like to chat at the same time. It makes it more bearable to just, like, run around doing the same thing. If I've got you and I've got people in the chat.
A little accountability, too.
Yeah, exactly.
I think it's fun, too. And I like watching you play and chatting with people and just talking sales, because that's what I like to do anyways. But, you know...
I don't care. I'm gonna die anyways. You can talk to me more.
I was just thinking, like, you know, like... what is this?
He's your brother-in-law? What you talking
But
about?
what is he to you? Anything? Is he your
I
brother?
don't know. Does he count as my brother-in-law? Hey, let's ask. There's some people watching.
Yeah.
You know, the brother-in-law of your spouse, is that still your brother-in-law?
We don't know. We're not hobbits. I don't know genealogy.
Yeah, none of them have spoken, so it's good luck, I guess. We'll find out. Maybe.
See, you're gonna show us something. This is how I play. I get hit. I'm like, what? Bail out. Try to get back in the roll pass.
Oh, no. How rude.
You use transform attack a lot more than I did before doing my Bloodborne run, which is totally different.
Who was it who told me to do it? I feel like
someone in chat was like,
one of your friends.
R1, L1, L1, R1.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't exactly going to throw that on you, but it does do a lot more damage.
I want to say it was either Nick or that other person who was talking last time we streamed.
Boko.
Yeah. Boko, yeah.
What I was gonna say about Chris though, my brother-in-law, your question mark. Like he looks at the guides. Like he looks up, he wikis everything, and I really dislike the idea that you need to play through a soul. Like I dislike people being told that there's a right way to do practically anything.
What is following me?
I think it's a guy. His hat. But you're not looking at a guide or anything. And like, I think any way you get through this fine. Like, I think, you know, getting any sort of whatever gets you through it. If you're enjoying the world and the story,
I think that role playing will help me in the long run. You know, like I'm kind of
getting into the character.
Yeah, my boy Otto. I love him.
Because I've always gotten through these games by desire to read item descriptions. You know?
Oh, see, I've never been an item description person, and I know that my friends in like Dragon Age will read every single like entry. I don't know if she's watching. Andrea said she might listen, but she reads everything, and I'm kind of like envious because she knows a lot more about Dragon Age lore than I do.
Courtesies, like Dragon Age, I'll read a few, but I find.
Do you do it in Mass Effect?
I do a little bit, but I find them so boring. There's so much text. Like, the item descriptions here are like maybe a couple paragraphs, and they're just like these evocative things, and you got to piece it together. Whereas Dragon Age is like, I'm gonna tell you everything you never wanted to know about Tevinter, and I'm just like, I don't need to know how their whole society works. So the codices,
I need to know how their society works. Honestly, I like knowing about Tevinter.
I don't hate all of it. I just find some of it kind of boring. But I mean, I read through so much of like the texts in Skyrim, but some of those stories are kind of fun.
Yeah, that's true. I didn't read those either. You had to tell me about it.
Yes, exactly, Camille. Camille just mentioned. But yeah, I'll read a few. I'll start off strong.
You only read a few, Camille? I thought for sure that you were one of the people who might read a lot of it, because you guys remember a lot more about the lore than I do.
Yeah, I'm much more. I think part of it with like.
I'll be right back if you don't mind.
Want me to just dick around?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, I'm gonna assume direct control. That's a Mass Effect reference for a second. Yeah, I'm like, I think part of the thing with the Souls games is, for me, it's very much like a mystery that you can like unravel, whereas you're just trying to figure out like what the hell is happening in the world. Whereas like in Mass Effect, in like, you know, Dragon Age, you very much know. Yeah, man, the Souls games have got me into so many like side things like that, just because they inspire that stuff for me too. Alright, big boy. I love when you level up enough to just one-shot them. Because I'll come back here over the course of the game occasionally, just to grab a few. Yeah, it's one of those things for me too with like, I'm not super, like, I know for Sekiro people were reading a bunch of texts and like samurai things to get ready for the game. I'm not super into that, but I would be lying if I didn't occasionally like find myself tempted to read something in preparation for Elden Ring, just to like see what they might be having fun with. But I honestly, there's so many rumors and none of them are very accurate. Like, it's its own unique world, but it still makes me like, oh, how much are they pulling from like Celtic stuff? Because I like a good excuse to like check out some of that stuff, especially if I know it'll show up as an inspiration for their games. I have not read either of those since high school, but it's done. Oh shit! It's done the same thing. This is just the worst cheese against these guys, but I use it because, you know. It's all fair. Could I fight him faster? Yes. But it might kill me, and I don't want to. Especially if it's not my character. And I don't want to do anything significant. I can cheese a few wolves. There we go. Plus, they give good blood vials. I think they might give 3 apiece. Like good blood vial. That's 6 right there. And they give a good amount of souls. I don't want to pick up any items or anything. I don't want to. Gotta treasure that first experience. One thing interesting, like, since I've been doing the channel, I've got review copies since Dark Souls 3, and I've never been really one to lean on wikis, but it is fun playing through the games literally before there's like messages or anything anywhere, and it's just wild. You have no safety net. And I played the Dark Souls 3, the Japanese version that came out earlier that you could like switch over. I got that copy before I got my review copy, and it's so much fun playing through these games. Just like literally, there's no safety net, no way to figure out what's happening. You're just like trying to make your way through. It is very funny. But then there's like I usually have a group of like 1 or 2 people who also have a copy, and that's fun. I think these are great water cooler games. I think that's partially why discussion makes it so much more fun. That shared struggle. There you go. Getting her some blood vials at least. These blood are fucking worse than a dog. It is confirmed too. For anyone interested, for Elden Ring, Omni did confirm in his era thread before he left. There are wolves in Elden Ring, and much worse things. But From has to have their terrible dog creature. I might as well talk. Wonder. I don't know if this is probably more confusing than anything else. That's my contribution. Maybe I should just go back to the Hunter's Dream with some of these things, buy some more. Because Cleric Beast didn't run me dry the first time I played through. It came really close. But you have enough stuff to support you. But... Oops, wrong way. But, on Father Gascoigne, and I imagine Father Gascoigne will also be a challenge for Max. Alright, so I don't know if you want to go back to the dream. You have 1500, or if I cleared the whole path to.
I feel like, jeez, this guy. Look at his booty jiggling.
Yeah. I killed a couple werewolves. Werewolves each drop 3 blood vials.
Oh wow.
So you're pretty good on blood vials for
Get me a new outfit? No, it's just covered in blood.
Yeah.
Okay.
I also equipped, and I don't know if this is going to make it confusing for you, I did equip Molotovs on you.
Alright, so how do you use those?
Square, but you only have 5, I guess. So
Okay.
don't throw them.
Alright, so
But it's an option. If
I were to throw them, what do I throw them at? His booty?
You just...
In general, just chuck them?
I would lock on to the Cleric Beast and generally throw it just when you're locked on.
Alright.
They may soar past, but they do decent damage. So if you're a little bit away from them, not super far. An option.
Ooh, I thought he got me for a sec.
I hate that because that heal there, if you get hit by a ground attack,
Yeah, done. Exactly.
okay.
His health goes down so slowly. It just really bugs me because I don't feel like I'm making any progress at all.
Yeah. Well, when you get to certain points, you'll do more damage, which helps chunk it along.
That's why I didn't go back to the dream because I didn't have enough money to level up anyway.
Yeah.
That weapon is so cool though.
I know. I love the transform attack. I used the axe a lot, and you may enjoy the axe, but the socket.
Iconic.
It's cool.
It's iconic.
Sure.
My sister was like, those bird things are giving me PTSD. She watched the movie The Birds at too young of an age, and it was a mistake.
To be fair, those crows are horrible.
They're terrible.
They make a horrible noise. On top of everything else. They make the worst bark. Let's go to the next counter head there.
So how do you do a counter?
I mean, you just you know how you get health back in this game if you keep attacking after you take a hit. You know how it shows your bars like orange, you just go by attacking quicker. Nice. That's the thing in these games. I'm too impatient even after all this time. Like you figure out a rhythm of like I can get this many just and then I have to stop. No matter what.
It's hard. It's hard, especially when you get like on a roll and you're like, oh, I just want to keep going. I could just, just a couple more.
Learning to be very conservative is the only challenge.
Yeah, I don't want to be conservative in any context.
But this game punishes you for being too aggressive.
Yeah.
It wants you to find that sweet spot.
Yeah, it does. It wants you to run away sometimes.
Yeah, but not too much, especially Bloodborne. It wants you to like dial that in. That. Oh, there you got its face.
Ooh, yeah.
If you can find it.
I can't find its face.
That's okay. But you did a good chunk of damage when you broke his face.
Okay.
Yeah, you broke another one. Yeah, it makes a big difference. I think it does a little burst, and then it heals itself, which is really
That's obnoxious, though.
It doesn't actually heal its health, but it takes it into
Shit. Oh, I'm in a fucking... I'm backed against a wall.
This is what I like.
He's up, he's moving.
You're running around and you see the Cleric Beast. See, so that's the Cleric Beast healing. So that's good. It's a good healing.
Hey, if all else fails, I got my blood echoes. For real.
You're getting really good at getting past that stuff. Because if you can just get past the Cleric Beast, like when you're trying to go past them, that's how.
Down for it. Then I have to look at how many vials I have, which is not much at this point. I've been very liberal with how many blood vials I'm using.
That's right. There's actually, I think there's more. There's more stuff.
There is, yeah.
Something.
Bullets! I don't want bullets at this point.
You try using Molotovs.
True.
I would walk for them.
Oh, God. Oh, it was so good that time. Damn it.
When I see that was really good.
And now I've got to go get I've got to go farm more vials because I barely have any.
You had a few stored, but yeah, I'm not sure how many you'll have after that. That was good, though. I hate that double slam attack. That's when I just start spamming back. But it doesn't always get you there. 5.
Jesus. It is a good song. Again, it doesn't slap as hard as the title screen, and I really wish the rest of the music in this game did slap as hard as the title screen. Come on, I shot you! Come on, man. You at least a vial.
I hate that when you're trying to farm. You're like, well, what's the point? I just used the vial. Farm.
Oh, come on. He needs to take a Xanax.
Hello, Emma.
Oh, that was weird. Siri tried to answer when Sean was saying hi to my sister. Oh, my blood echoes. Hello. No! Why did I throw a Molotov? I'm still, after all these years. It feels like years. It's been hours, but it feels like I've been playing this game for years. But after all these years, I'm still like used to the Xbox controller.
Damn exclusives. Otherwise, you'd play it on Xbox.
I know. I honestly wish that it was easier to get to the point where I could get new clothes and like level up. Like, I don't want to play a game for 20 or 30 hours before I can get new clothes. That's crazy.
Well, if I was playing this game for 15 minutes, I'd have new clothes and a different weapon.
Can't stop accidentally throwing Molotovs. What the fuck?
It certainly helps you know where the different clothes are, because otherwise you're not exactly like, let's poke around. Yeah. Yeah, these guys are asses, although once you get a handle on them, they'll throw you for a loop.
Except when they do that.
Well, you did the running button.
And then I just shot him for good measure.
I do that.
The Molotovs aren't really assholes. I just keep pushing the wrong buttons because I'm used to the Xbox controller.
You do.
Why did I sit down?
So you know how you press X to get an item? X is also what activates the 6-axis. So if you're near an item but not close enough to do the prompt, it will do the 6-axis instead of 2. Again, illusory wall, friend, really awesome guy. You probably know his work, way more popular than I. But illusory wall. He does a series called Dark Souls Dissected, and he looks at the 6-axis controller and how silly it is. Like,
he doesn't like it either.
It's such a vestige. He had me collect some footage from Bloodborne to show how it's also in Bloodborne, but it's in Dark Souls. It's been in there since Demon Souls. It's a really silly system, and no one uses it except accidentally.
See, when he does that, it makes it quite hard to shoot him in the face.
I just shoot. Because if you hit him,
I pushed the button, but it doesn't let me shoot him because he's on his way down.
Yeah, it's hard to put myself in that position because it's like the muscle memory of having done it a bajillion times. But yeah, as the lore hunter, one of the goals of my channel otherwise is I like the lore hunter because I like looking for lore, but I really like finding cool community content. So I want to make an even better effort to share out people who do cool stuff, good videos. Just be doing really well.
Here's the thing. I pushed the button. Just now, I pushed. He won't let me like get to the point where I can shoot him. I'm spamming the button.
That's the wrong button.
Fuck!
That's the transform attack.
God damn it!
it's something you'll pick up eventually. It just depends. Is it worth the frustration to get to that point where you learn it? Because for you, you don't play many like more like reaction-based games. Like Dragon Age isn't really reaction-based.
No, I try to play games that don't make me stressed out.
I mean, Skyrim is reaction-based, but
Skyrim, I always play a rogue, and I take
Yeah.
everything very, very slowly.
I mean, who doesn't, right? That rogue with a bow, that's the canonical way to play Skyrim, right? That's the most fun for me.
No, I don't do rogue with a bow. I do rogue with the daggers. And I sneak up real slow, and I do...
See, when you press the right button...
Yeah, I just keep forgetting what buttons to push, because
when you were away, I went down here, and I got them like you have been, but I also have trouble not getting hit when I try to rush up to them to finish them off. It drives me nuts. It always seems like I get one hit on you.
I almost have to take it a little more slowly, because as soon as this guy... He's mad. He's mad. And he will kill me. Yeah, so, like, honestly, like, once you visceral attack them, you probably shouldn't run right up to them. I have a hard time with that, though, because I want to just finish them.
Maybe you just shoot them again? I bet a gunshot would do it. It might be more worth it than...
Shooting them doesn't do shit unless it's for a visceral attack.
They just have such a sliver of health. If you had a little more strength, they would probably finish them.
I'm just gonna stream games on your... would you hate that if I streamed games on your channel?
Yeah, you can start your own channel.
Yeah, nobody would watch it, though, because I suck.
Well, yeah, I mean, if you're playing Bloodborne, I've been enjoying this. But I don't want to know if Animal Crossing on there. I don't even know how you do that. If you want to do pure streaming too, I do my YouTube stuff, but I think Twitch is the way to go if you want to build any sort of streaming.
Maybe I won't. Twitch. Yeah, you have to stream.
Managing chats from all sides.
Good night, Emma. I love you. I actually don't have my Skyrim anymore because Matt borrowed it.
He borrowed the Skyrim remastered.
Yeah, he borrowed Skyrim remastered, and he borrowed Fallout, and then Kelly borrowed Game of the Year Fallout. So I don't have any of those right now.
I like the I'm still gonna shoot you.
I literally, like, every time I'm like, well, I'm not gonna kill him, but I'm definitely gonna shoot him anyway. Thanks, Camille. I'm not doing a great job, but I appreciate the enthusiasm.
Is it fucking Monday?
Yes.
God, it feels like it should be like...
That's why there's 4 people watching right now. It's Monday.
It feels like it should be Friday again. I know it's just Friday, but I want it to be Friday again.
Can you check the schedule? It's in my texts. I know I work tomorrow, and I think I work on Wednesday. I would have given up 30 minutes ago if it wasn't for you watching me, so I appreciate you.
That guy thinks you're on fire.
I'm on fire. Now I think I'm ready to bust a move.
Yeah, basically you work tomorrow through Friday.
Okay. But I don't work
Looks
Saturday.
like you work a couple roasted or whatever.
I do. Yeah, for real. Why are you doing that?
Well, that's not... Well, maybe it is. Who knows? I'm gonna dox myself on the internet. Although, you know, there's enough information about me out there.
I'm sure somebody
I feel like I've already doomed myself.
very easily find you.
But, you know, I don't want to make it easy. gotta become Sherlock.
Don't worry, they're only gonna come for me at work.
At Shaw's.
They don't even know what I do, so thanks. Now they do.
We're in trouble.
You're dumb. You obviously didn't spend your teenage years catfishing people because you don't know how to lie about where you
That is true. I did not spend mine.
See, this guy just needs to calm down!
You also can't visceral.
I hear you. I heard you say that. I was trying to run away from him.
Yeah, he'll come up varying lengths on stairs, it seems. He won't go too far, but he'll definitely surprise you.
What a butthead, this guy. Come on, dude. You're so close to dead. Hello. Told you. I told you.
Yeah. I just wish he could just think about it. It's so close.
Fuck. That was a total accident. I just happened to accidentally aggro this guy. Do people say aggro anymore? God, I'm stuck in this.
I say aggro, but I'm not a good source for if the youths. I'm not a youth. It's always fun to me for people who like Dark Souls is like a childhood game for people. Like, oh yeah, I played that. That's like my first RPG. Which is fun.
Well, my first RPG is Skyrim, so I feel like some people are like, what the hell, dude? Holy hell.
Hey, I wish I played Bloodborne in middle school. That would be cool.
In middle school, I played like 101 Dalmatians, the game, on GameCube. So that's how old I am.
It's all good.
It was a good game, though. It kind of reminds me of Spyro.
You played a lot of like licensed stuff.
I did. I played, you know, like Harry Potter games. Like when I was pretty little, I played like Rugrats games. It was all like games based on shows and movies that I liked.
I was, surprisingly for being such a console person now, I wasn't very much a PC kid for a long time.
And when I was little, I played Millie's Math House and Allie's Playhouse. Did you ever play those?
Not those, but I mean I played like Math Mountain. Some of those edutainment games.
Like reading, what were those called?
Oh, yeah.
Math Blasters.
Math Blasters, yep.
No, but there was those ones that were like grade based. What were those called? They were like, there was the one that you're talking about is the third grade one. It had that robot guy, and you go up on that mountain, and it's like a mad scientist.
Yep.
That was a good game. I also liked the kindergarten one. It had a dachshund, was like a school teacher.
This is wicked old crazy stuff, but I was looking at something on Twitter, and there was a bunch of people who didn't know what Oregon Trail was.
What?
I've
never played Oregon Trail in my life.
Oh, really? Yeah.
But I know what it is.
Yeah, I just thought I didn't realize that it's just, I guess why would it carry on after there was no reason to, like, know what Oregon Trail is? Like, I played it in school, like most people who like experienced it.
You know, I was on TikTok and there were kids in Gen Z who didn't know what Jonestown was. And this has nothing to do with video games, but I'm like, how do you not know what Jonestown was?
Yeah.
No wonder y'all are drinking the Kool-Aid. You don't even know what Jonestown was.
TLDR.
We're not like old, but we're like medium old. Although our kids would say that we're old. Ancient
It'd
dinosaurs.
be weird for a kid not to think their parents were old. Like, at least, like, I've never experienced that. Every kid's like, yeah, my parents are ancient. Is that? Oh,
I was worried about that too.
I was like, is that a hat? You can attack the weekend.
I always do it. I have so little health.
A pixel of
That
health.
was amazing, honestly. I'm so proud of myself.
Pretty badass. Nice.
It wouldn't let me do a visceral, but I'll take it. I mean, it went alright. Maisie, what are you doing?
She's got a
You
cold.
okay?
Hi, Maze.
You poor baby.
Dog noises.
When is that cold gonna go away?
I know. Don't touch the mic. We don't need no dog noises. Maybe you're about to attempt something silly.
Maisie! You get up here, mister.
Sorry.
Hi. Get up.
Pardon my microphone noises.
God, if I just keep streaming for 2 hours at a time, nobody's ever gonna watch these.
Well, you do it, everyone. I haven't set a schedule. I figured you'd do like an hour each time. I think it's like once you settle into it, you're like, well, I'm gonna try until I hate this for the night.
I'm gonna make an RP character tonight, like 100%. I love this guy.
Auto.
My boy.
Maisie, we don't need no dog breath in the mic. That's not. This is not professional. We got a dog, what, like 6 weeks, 2 months ago?
Yeah.
And she's great. We pretty much bought a house because we really wanted a dog, and we couldn't fit any more living creatures in our 2-bedroom condo. And one of the first things we did after buying the house was rescue Maisie. Great. Here you go, girl. Is he alive?
I let him come to me this time.
If you get a charged attack behind someone, you can do the same visceral attack, but to their bone. Right now, you're just like...
I haven't tried any charged attacks at the Cleric Beast.
No, it's not going to do much for you.
He goes so fast.
Yeah, I think you're just going to get hit. Like, that's what I think happens. Because you can't visceral the Cleric Beast in the typical way. I know Gascoigne you can shoot. Oh yeah, you can get a visceral attack on Gascoigne with a charged attack. It's just kind of hard to do. You have to like dead angle him.
What does that mean?
It's like get him in this like weird position where he like basically has to get hit by the attack. You can't block it. Oh, visceral! I think you gotta get it first. That's amazing. Good job. You must have hit him in the face with your solid paper. who would know because the fucking camera, pull out your camera from, just you're gonna make me put a boss the size of a house.
On a bridge.
Pull out. Just pull the camera.
Oh god, it's not gonna help if I throw it nowhere.
Yeah, this is my partner playing. They've beaten the Cleric Beast, but a long time ago.
A long time
And,
ago.
yeah, I'm sitting here just watching, living vicariously through that juicy first time experience. Also, hello, Concern. Yeah, we did chat on Discord. Oh yes, yeah, I've played Bloodborne too many times. It's one of two games I've gotten to platinum on. I've actually only gotten to platinum on Bloodborne and Blasphemous. So I've went out of my way back then.
No, I did so okay that time.
You were doing so good.
I'm the one who's playing right now, and I haven't played very much. I played one time when Sean first got the game.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's part of the reason I got it is because I don't want to deal with all the Covenant farming stuff. That's just a pain in the ass. Bloodborne is a fun platinum. It is, you know, it is difficult, but it feels like you get all the content without having to do a bunch of like farming.
Oh, frickin' A. I only have 4 vials. The only thing I've ever platinumed is Dragon Age 3. Dragon Age Inquisition. Is that 3?
Yeah. Yeah, I would. That was impressive to me. I would not want to do that.
Yeah, it was pretty monotonous, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, he keeps saying that.
Yeah, I don't want to backseat too much. I'll give a little bit of just what works for me, but
He mentioned that on the Cleric Beast he doesn't lock on, so I've tried doing that.
yeah, because the camera is the real boss on the Cleric Beast. That sucks. Hopefully From will learn to pull out their camera occasionally if they're going to make you fight something big.
See? It doesn't drop them with that attack for some reason. And then once they get that attack in, I fall down.
Yeah, you can get stun locked with some stuff, which sucks.
Oh, I hate when that happens.
You've done that a surprising number of times.
Hey, Snoochie. Look at this
Yeah, exactly. That's why, yeah, to reiterate, their first time playing on, my partner, I'm the lore hunter, sitting here, watching, enjoying the first time experience. I really like it too. I think it's just fun because you can't get that first experience back. Like this is your undead burg. Like Dark Souls 1 was I spent 10 hours playing in the undead burg, and the undead burg's way easier than Central Yharnam. So it's like you can't get that back.
I have to remind myself that I've only been trying this for 2 hours. I've been only trying to do the Cleric Beast for 2 hours, and I've heard that a lot of people take like much longer than that to beat the Cleric Beast. So
I mean, I took a few hours on the Cleric Beast the first time too. I think I don't exactly remember how long, but it was a bit of time, and I had played and beaten other Souls games leading up to that. So. Yeah. It'll be interesting too.
why does everybody keep saying that?
It's a line.
What does that mean?
You'll find out. But it'll be interesting to see how much you've picked up of the game through osmosis, because like you've seen the beginning a whole bunch.
Yeah, I've seen Sean play it a lot, so I'm not like a stranger to the mechanics. I'm just not very good at it.
It's certainly a different thing to have it in your hands.
Well, I think that's how many vials I'm going to get for now. So let's go ahead and try again.
Give a few more shots.
Yeah, I was really hoping to beat the Cleric Beast and then end this live after that, but I don't think that's going to happen.
It's the Souls boss trajectory. You'll probably do worse again before you beast. That's just like the trajectory, at least in my experience. It seems like a common thing is you'll do okay against the boss to start, then you do bad for a while as you kind of learn the boss, and then you beat him. Gascoigne was a huge wall for me the first time. I think I spent 3 or 4 hours on Gascoigne.
I want guacamole.
Father Guacamole.
That's like how I keep calling that other guy Geralt.
Yeah, Gilbert is Geralt. I think Bloodborne uniquely gets the most like nicknames for bosses. I don't know why that is, but like Father Gascoigne has so many side names, like Papa G, like Father Guacamole, Guacamele, Papa G. I like Papa G.
I like the way you call me Big Papa.
One of the dumbest videos I ever made is like a video about how Father Gascoigne is bald, and he just has hair on.
Oh my god, I remember that.
It's very dumb, but I was doing it as like a response to someone who really hates that idea. Dumb, but I had a lot of fun making it.
No, don't you hit me. Stop it. Like it. Oh no! It's the worst.
We'll take a chunk. At least it's a kill on that.
At least it gives me a chance to heal after doing that. Yeah, that's my strategy at this point is to, oh, I don't have any Molotovs left. To hit the boom. Oh, ooh. No.
That's one thing I don't like about that grab is if you're behind, you won't get hit by it, but it's so hard to see what's happening anyways once you get up there. They were really enjoying the hair physics. That fur tank. Jeez, yeah.
I'm getting tired of this Cleric Beast. Do they have horns? I kind of love that.
He's like a Wendigo.
No, Wendigos don't have horns. I was informed by a native.
I just know that was
Also,
crazy.
don't say that word. It attracts them to you.
That'll be a tough one. That's what I keep saying. I don't know. Can I even reach my holy trinity of Dark Demon and Bloodborne? We'll see. I don't think Sekiro was ever going to. Sekiro is probably my... It's just outside the Holy Trinity at number 4. But, you know, I don't think Sekiro was going to, just because Sekiro is also, like, real world-ish, and half my fun in these games is digging into a fantasy world. But, yeah, we'll see. If they can pull out the camera on big bosses, that'll be a good step forward.
Oh, zero Bloodborne. Okay. Maybe it's time to go farm the center square.
Oh god, no, that's... Farming the center square is just gonna be... But you also don't...
Yeah, I'm not doing great on that front.
My least favorite part of the game is the consumables for parrying and healing.
Yeah, for the bajillionth time. Not great. Parry, thrust.
One thing that I think makes this harder too is you can't just like... You're kicking the stand. I hope that's not coming up. But I don't like... You can level at the doll now, but it's pretty hard to like over-level yourself at this point. Without it being a real farming drag. Especially because you couldn't even get to the doll until you got insight, which you're probably not going to do your first time until you get to the Cleric Beast. So it's hard up.
It's right, left, right?
Yeah, R1, L1, L1, R1.
I don't need to do it that much with this dude, but I just thought I would practice.
That's just sort of a holy combo. Because you get that first one, transform attack, then you keep going for the R1. Rinse, repeat. Depending on how much stamina.
Hey, remember that Trollololol song?
Oh my god. That's really old.
Yeah. I just remembered it and I thought I was...
Yeah. God, when was that even a thing?
Oh, like 2012.
I love that.
That was fun. It was a fun song. With the Skyrim dragon. Remember that? What was that?
Okay, just keep swinging.
Die!
Please.
Oh, jeez. Oh, I love my puppy dog.
Thanks for stopping by, Consumed. The stream will be up on YouTube. And I don't think we're playing terribly much longer anyways tonight, but thanks for jumping in and chatting.
I need to know what to remember. So ominous.
When we bought our...
Bye.
When we bought our condo, the guy, when we got the keys from him, the last thing he said to us was, "Good luck." And it was just kind of ominous. He meant it in a nice way, but we couldn't shake that it was like, what's wrong with this place? Is it haunted? What the fuck's going on?
He was like, the neighbors are excited to meet you. Good luck. And I was like, oh my god, are they cannibals? Are they in a cult? What's happening? No, I can't take 2 of you. I can't do it.
I know, I hate when they get bunched up. Fuck you, one at a time.
Yeah.
You have
Get in line.
yeah, no honor.
Hi, Maisie.
It's an intense skyline.
It really is. I don't know if it was that intense with Pebble.
It definitely gives you the impression it's gonna be a good night. How did you even shoot? I don't understand.
That's what I'm saying, dude. Every time. I'm really struggling with these visceral attacks right now. Because every time I shoot, they sometimes still go on with their attack.
They can hit you, but yeah, it depends how late you get it. If you get knocked down or.
Wah, wah, wah.
I'm on TikTok right now.
I just like to make.
What time is it?
11:45.
You want to wrap it up?
All right.
All right. Thanks everyone for joining in. We had some good chat again, and you made some real progress on the Cleric Beast there.
Kind of.
You're doing pretty good. It's now you're running into the frustrating thing where it's just stupid things like I don't have enough blood vials, which I wish you could just keep banging your head against it because that's sort of the process. But thanks everyone. We will send up notifications on Twitter when we're streaming again next time. But appreciate you tuning in, and this will be up on YouTube. And have a good night.